Although Americans cannot normally pronounce them correctly, German brands are often considered high class and sexy. Brands like Birkenstock, Mercedes, Volkswagen, and Porsche, yes, those are how Americans say them, are well known to be German brands. However, there are a few brands that always get a shock out of Americans when they learn are actually German brands. And part of the reason they aren't known to be German brands is because the names don't sound German like perhaps those others do, like Adidas. Wait, that's not how you're supposed to say it? Adidas? And it gets its name from the founder Adolf Dassler. That's a pretty German sounding name. Yeah, we probably should have known that was a German brand. But Adidas's rival Puma is also a brand most Americans aren't aware is a German brand, but once you learn that Germany has a history of brothers feuding like the Aldi brothers who split the country in two, you won't be surprised that Rudolf Dassler was the feuding other half of the Dassler brothers who split from Adolf to divide their hometown into Adidas and Puma wearers. All Americans my age for sure grew up knowing the special feeling of opening up your lunchbox at school to be surprised that your mom packed you a Capri Sun. Again, yes, that's how Americans say it. So obviously something so ingrained in Americana is an American brand, right? Well, that would make no sense to include it in this video if that was the case. So no, this is a German brand. Brought to market in Heidelberg, Germany in 1969, but under the name Capri Sun. Yes, with a name like that, maybe Americans would pick up that it wasn't an American brand, but the name was changed to English for the English-speaking market, but affectionately known as Capri Sun in Germany. That was at least until 2017 when the name officially just became the English version in Germany as well, utterly destroying a big part of nostalgia for millions of German millennials. But I would be interested in knowing from our German viewers, don't you still just call it Capri Sun out of habit, and will you ever change that?